Hey guys, it's Nancy. Welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry I haven't been so active on my channel. I just haven't really known what kind of videos to film. And so I thought, hey, what the heck? Let's film a story time slash my experience. And so I went to Mexico, as you can tell from the title. By the way, I'm sorry I look like a gross mess, but school's rough. And I just started. So I'm in high school. As I just said, I'm in school. I had a 2-week winter break for Christmas, you know, all that good stuff. And it started from December 14th to January 2nd. And so during that time, I was in Mexico. I left to Mexico on December 17th, and it was a blast. It was so much fun in my experience. I went to a part called Michoacan. That's where both of my parents are from. They're just from 2 different cities. But anyways, regardless, I had fun. It's great. But like, before I get into details, I'm going to tell you some background. The last time I went to Mexico was probably like 11 years ago. I was like 5 or 6. I'll insert a picture. So I didn't really remember much. I only remembered like a cousin and then like an aunt or 2 of my aunts. And so over there I have my 2 of my aunts and my uncle that are related to my dad, and then their spouses and their children. And then I have my grandparents. So my grandparents come and go from the US, you know, because they have visas, and my other family members don't. So I don't get to see them, but I get to see my grandparents. And the last time I saw my grandparents before I went to Mexico was in October, November-ish. And so I saw them in like October, and then I said goodbye to them in November, in the first week. So then I went to Mexico, and I was really excited. And so yeah, but the background is I went when I was 5, and so I don't remember, but I have this cousin, and he's a year older than me. And then I have this aunt that I was really close to, and she had a baby a year ago. He's also a July baby like me, if you didn't know. I'm a July baby. But he's a July baby, and his mother, my aunt, she's a July baby. So anyways, not the point. But she had a baby, and I communicate with her on Facebook before I had gone over there. And she sent me pictures of him and like telling me about him, and I was like really sad because I didn't get to meet him there. Like, you know, I didn't get to see him be born. I didn't get to see him grow up, you know. But you know, I was like, okay, it's fine. I'll meet him one day. I'll be able to go over there. But I was like kind of sad because I was like, he's gonna be so big by the time I go. Because I was expecting to not go until like years like later. But like I knew I was gonna go in December, but it wasn't a for sure thing. So when they told me I was actually gonna go, I was super excited because I wanted to meet that baby, you know, my new baby cousin. But anyways, so yeah, that happened, and like that's pretty much the big thing. But I was also really excited to go see my aunts and my uncle and all that fun stuff, meet my cousins that I hadn't met. And so yeah, so the day of the flight comes, the day I'm leaving. Well, the day before I got picked up, you know, because my parents don't live together, but my dad picked me up, and I was packed and ready to go. So we went, and I stayed over, and we left the house like at 4 in the morning because our flight was like at 8. So we drove to Tijuana, and from Tijuana we were in the airport, and we waited in line, you know, to check in and weigh our bags and all that fun stuff. So we were waiting, and then the lady tells us there's a problem with our tickets and our passports, and I was like really irritated because it was so early, and I was hungry, and I was tired, but regardless, excited. So we went to go fix the problem. We got back there to the lady. She checked us off. So we went into the terminal or whatever, walked to where they check our ticket. When we walked in there, there's a screen that says what time the flight will be there. it said 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I was really upset because that was like a 4-hour delay from what we had to leave. But we waited there not knowing what to do with our lives because what are you supposed to do? Like, I was trying to save my phone battery, so I was trying not to use it as much. We tried to take a nap, but it was awkward because so many people were there, and like it was just a lot. So we were just like trying to like eat and like do stuff to pass time, but it was so hard because like it was forever. It felt like forever. So when the plane was finally arriving, we got in line, they checked our tickets, we got on the bus, and they took us to where the actual plane is. And we boarded the plane, everything was fine. I hadn't been in a plane in 11 years. So when I was 5, I remember when the plane took off, I cried. And when it landed, I cried. So I was expecting it to feel horrible. Like, I was expecting the worst. So I get on and I'm over here like, oh my goodness, I'm scared. Like, oh my God. So it takes off and I was like, wow, that was not that bad. But anyways, the flight leaves like around 1. And so we get to Mexico at around like 5 in, their time. So Mexico time is ahead of US time by 2 hours. So, well, by California by 2 hours. So we got there around 5-ish, and my family was just my grandparents, my uncle, his daughter, and my other cousin were the ones that went to pick me up. And I have a friend who left to Guadalajara a year ago, almost 2 years ago, and I wanted to surprise her. So that failed because her dad told her I was going, and I was really upset. But, point is, I saw her, I was happy, we cried. But I felt so bad for my family because they had been there since like 9 in the morning, 10 in the morning, and my flight got there like at 6. So I was like upset about it, but whatever. So then it was another 3-hour drive to Michoacan, where they live. So they picked me up, we got in the car, we drove those 3 long hours in the car, and at this point I was just tired of being seated. Like, I just wanted to be standing, walking around, stretching, or whatever. But we get to the house, and I see my aunt, the one that had the baby, and I see the baby, and he was so tiny. He was small, like very small, smaller than I expected. And I saw her and I hugged her, and like I met the baby, and then I met his dad and all that, and I saw my cousin, the one that I remember that's a year older than me. And then it was all fun, and then we had to go get tortillas from my uncle's house. So we drove down like 2 blocks to my uncle's house, and he tells us that there was still leftover food from earlier that day, and so we called everyone from the house to go to his house so we could all have dinner together. And one of my aunts was going to pick up my cousin that went to pick me up at the airport, but we just told her to might as well to come to my uncle's house. So it was great. We ate food, we got to talk, catch up, and it was really good. It was really fun. It was really like it was a good moment, to be as a family. And so then I have 2 cousins that I started talking to more, and one turned 5 while I was over there, and the other one, she's 13. And so we started talking, and like the little kid my little cousin got attached, and the baby got attached, and it was great, but it was sad to say goodbye. But that's later. So I'm going to insert pictures.
¿Por qué no se pone?
No sé,
Voltea para arriba. Voltea para arriba, pues. Ahí está.
Aquí tampoco se pone.
Platícales algo.
She's the only other girl that there is besides me on my dad's side. And so she's 13, and me and her got along really well. Then after that, I started talking to my other cousin, the one that's a year older than me. And it was really great. We got to catch up and like remember old times, because I remember we went to this island, which I'll post a picture of because we went there while I was there too. So I'll post a picture of it. We went there when we were younger. When the picture I have of when I was 5, that's where we were going, me and him. He's in front of me in the little white shirt or whatever color shirt it is. And so me and him went there and we bought these nets and we were fishing. But, all we caught was plants because people try to sell you anything. But it's fun. We were remembering all that time and stuff. And it was really good because I actually really missed having a connection with him because we hadn't talked in like 11 years. So I was like, it's fine. So, I had talked to them on the phone, but like, it was just like, hi, how are you? Oh, okay, bye. You know what I mean? So it was great to like just catch up. And like the 13-year-old cousin that I have, her name is Maria. Of course, typical name, but like her name is Maria. We call her Mary, and so, or Mari in Spanish. But me and her hadn't really met. Like, she was like 2 when I went over there last time. Like, the time when I was like 5, she was like 2. So she doesn't remember me, and I didn't really remember her either. But while we were growing up, she would send me letters with my dad. When he would go to Mexico, he would bring them back to me. But we hadn't really, like, met and talked, like, well. So I went over there, and me and her started talking, and it was really fun. And we started, like, blowing bombs and, like, fireworks. It was really cool. And so that was the way we have fun over there. So it was really cool. And we would do that like constantly. Like every night we would go to the little market area, and it was like really cool. It was really nice, really pretty. I spent more money than I should have on fireworks and stuff, but irrelevant. And so we went to this one park, and I swear to you guys, it is the prettiest park I have ever been to. It is so relaxing. It looks so pretty. It's so natural, and like you can swim there, but the water is freezing cold, so I don't recommend if you ever go there. It's called Parque Ejidal, whatever however you wanna go about the pronunciation, but it's really close to where my grandparents live. So we went there like for Christmas. We went there before Christmas like 3 times. It was really beautiful. And I have an uncle that administrates the park, so we got to ride a like canoe type thing, and it was really cool, really relaxing, really scary because we were like, oh my god, it's gonna tip over, but it was really fun regardless. And it was just great. It was an overall great experience for me to go back and like relive my childhood memories, even if I didn't remember much. But it was great to see my family, and like it was just great. I got to spend Christmas with them, and my grandma's birthday and my little cousin's birthday that turned 5. It was his birthday. There was their birthday on the same day. And so I did this like celebration for them where I bought him a cake and a candle and a gift, and I surprised him at his house. And I did the same for my grandma. I bought her a big teddy bear and a poster and a cake and like silly string. Well, not silly string, but like streamers. And we surprised her with the mañanitas, and it was really nice. We made her cry, but it's okay because it's okay to be emotional. But because she told me that she never would have imagined that I would be there for her birthday, and that really was like my heart. And so I was really happy I was able to be there to celebrate her, and yeah, it was really great. But I really want to go back. I really miss them, and we're crybabies. Two of my aunts and my girl cousin, she cried. We cried when they said goodbye. I was like, oh my goodness. They made me cry because I was like, really? You guys are going to cry? So I'm going to cry. And so I didn't get to say goodbye to my 5-year-old cousin, which made me sad because he was really attached to me. But, you know, it's not the last time I'm going to go, because I will go back. No matter how much time passes, I'm going to go back one day. And I'm sorry, I'm playing with this thing. But, yeah, that was my trip experience. You know, it was great, except the 4-hour delay. But, yeah. And then at the end of my trip, the night before I was leaving, I got to stay at my friend's house that I was gonna surprise originally, but I didn't. But I ended up staying over at her house, and it was really great to see her because I hadn't seen her in like a year, and she was like my bestest friend. But it was funny. We had a really good time together. We had snacks. We played Monopoly that was like this big. It was really tiny. But it was really fun, and I hope I get to go back soon. Hopefully in the summer. I hope. I don't know yet, but hopefully. But yeah, I will insert some videos and stuff about like my trip, like videos of where I went, pictures of where I went, videos of my cousins, my friend, pictures, you know, just so you guys like can see basically who my family is and where we were. And so yeah. Nancy.
Sí, sí, sí.
Allá está soltado el licor.
Ajá.
También no.
But anyways, I have made this video way too long already. But I just love to see my family. It was a really great experience for me personally. It was my experience, and it was really great. It was just like it was just happiness, you know, because I don't get to see them that often. So seeing them this year was really a great way to end my 2017. So hopefully soon I get to go back and be with them again. But I don't think I'd ever go back for Christmas because my mother does not like being alone on Christmas. So, but it's fine because my sister was here for Christmas, but she was still sad that I wasn't here. But anyways, this video is just to tell you guys about my experience going to Mexico and, you know, how it went down and some stuff I did. But like, it was really great. But anyways, oh, one more thing. The island that we went on, there's like a little statue at the top. And that statue, when you get up close to it, it's huge. It's like huge. Like, I mean huge. And so when you get on the island, they station the little boat thing and you get off, and when you're at the bottom and you look up, you have to climb stairs. And I mean a lot of stairs to get to where the statue is. So when me and my cousins, my cousin, the one that's a year older than me, he's afraid of heights. He's terrified. So we go up all these stairs and we get to the top of the statue. We get our ticket and when you can go inside the statue. So I have pictures of that, of like the inside. We went up in the statue and it has a fist. And me, Mari, and another cousin went to the fist. And two of my cousins, they just went to the shoulder. And then they stopped. They went back down. And so we went back down. And while we were going back down, my cousin, he was hugging the wall. He was terrified. I mean, terrified. I was like, dang. And so I told him, I was like, oh, look. And I looked over the edge of, like, because there's a railing. Because there's stairs to go up. And so I was like, oh, look over the edge. Look how cool it looks. He was like, yup, it's cool. Like, hugging onto the wall. It was just so funny. But it was really good. And there was, like, this, like, traditional dance. And, like, that we saw. And I'll put the video. Overall, I had such a great time. I loved seeing my family. I loved throwing fireworks. Anyways, it was great. I really loved Mexico, except there's only one thing I don't like. It's seeing so many stray animals because it makes me so sad because I'm an animal lover forever. But anyways, so I'm going to end this video, but thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more videos if I figure out what I'm going to film next, which I hope I do. But anyways, yeah, if you are thinking of going to Mexico, I recommend you to do it because it will be worth it. It will be fun depending on what you do and where you go, but I'm pretty sure you'll have fun just as long as you buy fireworks and you light them, but it'll be great. So thank you guys so much. Yeah. So peace out, guys.
¿Usted para atrás, Paquito?